Okay, here we are, day one. We are in Le Havre, which is the port for Paris. We had decided not to go to port today for a few reasons. First of all, the drive to Paris was about 2.5 to 3 hours each way. So that was a bit of a deterrent for us, as we have been to Paris before. Why else?
Well, the other reason really was the weather was not great out. It was cold, it was overcast, it was a bit rainy. So we just kind of said, you know what? Our first day, we're going to enjoy an on-board day. So we stayed on the ship, we enjoyed the facilities,
We relaxed.
we had a nice relaxing day. And sometimes it is about that. You don't have to feel like you need to get off at every port every time and spend hours off the ship. You're basically traveling on a luxury resort. Take advantage of it. Don't feel guilty.
And the third reason that we decided to definitely knock it off was in Europe, this is very common. We found out there was a strike today on the public transit, so it would have been even more challenging and layered to get to and from the ship. So we're happy we chose to stay on the boat. We're feeling relaxed, and we're headed out for a nice dinner tonight at one of the specialty restaurants. Here we are in Amsterdam. It was a really long ride in from the port, and so we haven't had a lot of time. The weather's not been spectacular, as you can see, but behind us are the canals. So you can kind of see that. We're walking in a main shopping area. There's lots to see and do around here, so we're trying to take in as much as we can, as quickly as we can.
So traveler's tip, we did actually try to do the research before we came into Amsterdam to see how far the port was from city center. When we looked it up, it said it was about 15 minutes. In actuality, we were about an hour by bus or an hour and a half by public transit. So keep that in mind. Double check your research when you come into town. What we thought was going to be a great long day in Amsterdam turned out to be about 2 hours. So Amsterdam has a huge bike culture. Seems like pretty much everybody here has a bike and rides it all the time. Most of that is because Amsterdam is extremely flat, so it is very easy to ride your bike everywhere. In fact, most of the bikes that you see do not have gears on them. They're all just a straight bicycle with no options for any changes.
This is the port of Zeebrugge for Brussels or Bruges. Brussels was quite a distance from the port, so we ended up taking the transfer from the cruise line into Bruges and spent the day easily walking around Bruges. Okay, here we are in Hamburg, and I'm happy to report that when we came off of the cruise ship through the terminal, we came directly into a Westfield mall. For those of you who are familiar with Westfield, you will see Westfield malls throughout Europe and Australia. Lots of countries have them. There's a lot of things here. There's beautiful architecture. So this was really an easy way to get into the city from the port. So Hamburg seems to be a really easy stop.
Since we're only in Hamburg for a single day, we do what we like to do in a lot of big cities. We've hopped on one of the hop-on, hop-off buses. We find this is a great way to get at least a bit of a feel for a city. You see a lot of the major sites, and it's a quite comfortable way to travel around and go to all the different quarters in the city you're visiting. What do you think, Roma? You love a hop-on, hop-off?
I do, and I'm just hoping that the rain stays away because it's not the warmest day today. We are in the city of Hamburg, and we are having hamburgers.
Yeah, we figure they were invented here. They've got to be great. So we're in a place called Burger Heroes in the red light district of Hamburg. We hopped off the hop-on, hop-off bus and having a little lunch, and yeah, we're going to enjoy. So here we are today in Copenhagen. And once again, we have decided to take the hop-on, hop-off bus. It was not particularly beautiful, the weather in Copenhagen today. It's pretty rainy, pretty windy, pretty cold. And to be honest, it's a bit of a short stop on our cruise. We're only here for, I don't know, 6 or 8 hours, I think, which doesn't really allow a lot of time to do all that much. So yeah, we're enjoying it. Nice thing about this hop-on, hop-off bus, which is a little different than others, is there is actually a closed roof on this one. So we are not getting blown away by the wind or getting wet.
Here I am in beautiful Warnemünde. It's a lovely evening and the evening is just finishing off. As you can see, we are very close. So I'm on this ship right now and that's how close we are to the tracks as well as the city itself. So Warnemünde is a bit of a smaller port town, but you can easily get into town. You can take the train and then you're in the larger center, which is called, I don't remember. So Warnemünde was a fairly easy port that's here in Germany. So if you have a port and you're trying to figure out if it's going to be easy to get off or get around, Warnemünde was a really easy port. Here's a look at the beautiful little town of Warnemünde.